Yes, Representative Arlene Brosas from the Gabriela Party List.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, my question is, yung 13.9 billion na inilaan sa pagpapatayo ng classrooms, no, inilalaan para sa pagpapatayo ng classrooms, ilan po ang maipapatayo nito, Madam Chair?
Yes, we'd like to call you Sec Ablan, Administration Strand.
Yes, Madam Chair. For the classroom allocation for 2023, we can allocate 2,300 classrooms po.
So, Madam Chair, base sa mga sinabi kanina, sa kalagayan ng classroom talaga natin, overcrowded, tapos karamihan 2 klase sa isang classroom, ano exactly yung gagawin ng DepEd para dito? Kanina po sinabi yung flexible learning, etc. Ano exactly yung gagawin natin sa mga kulang yung classrooms?
Sec Ablan. Madam Secretary.
Yes. Thank you. So right now, what we are doing is that we do shifting of classes, and some of our schools are on blended learning. So they shift from in-person classes to modular or online electronic classes. And for our future plan is the flexible learning options. So flexible learning options right now are FLO-ALS, that is the alternative learning system, the FLO-ADM, that is the alternative delivery modes of instructional or learning modalities, and the FLO-LRs. So the long-term plan is for flexible learning options, and the short-term plan is for shifting of classes and blended learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, physical talaga yung kailangan ng mga estudyante, no, na structure sa ngayon, at yun talaga yung kulang. And Madam Chair, how about yung mga textbooks, instructional materials? May bagong delivery ba ng textbooks? And ilan po ang na-procure na armchairs and desk ng DepEd?
Right. Okay, Yusek Ablan of the curriculum and administration strand.
Sec Ablan.
Right now, Madam Chair, we have procurement for SLMs and textbooks. For next year, we are also programming continuing SLMs and textbooks, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, my question about the procurement ng arms and chairs, desk ng DepEd, para sa paghahanda sa face-to-face classes.
Insofar as the school furniture program is concerned, Madam Chair, we have an allocation of 1.1 billion, which we seek to have 15,510 seats delivered to our learners this year.
Madam Chair, kasya ba ito?
Madam, my apologies. It's not enough, Madam Chair. Our research have shown that in 2020, the House of Representatives allocated more or less 4 billion pesos for the school furniture program because there is a backlog. However, due to the COVID pandemic, 3 billion was actually returned to the Bayanihan Fund. We are requesting for the House to return the 3 billion that we requested so that when we build classrooms, there is a corresponding number of chairs and furniture. So again, to reiterate, the House allocated 4 billion, but we returned 3 billion for the Bayanihan. We are seeking the return of the 3 billion in order for us to adequately provide for chairs and tables for our learners.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, bakit binalik yung pondo, no? Kulang nga. Pinababalik nyo, Madam Chair?
Madam Secretary.
Yes, we'd like to call Yusek Sevilla of Finance Strand.
Yusek Sevilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It was during the calendar year 2020 and 2021. There was an executive order to review programs that will not be implemented due to the COVID. And DBM actually has identified also programs of the Department of Education, and this was officially returned negative allotment and then positive allotment for the blended learning. So ito po ay talagang ginawa ng lahat ng mga ahensya. Ang ibig sabihin lang po is yung requirement na dapat na inipadala or na deliver noong 2020, 2021 because of the Bayanihan Law will now be very much inadequate for 2023. And i-reiterate po namin, ang proposal namin for 2023 for school furniture is 4.7 billion, but the NEP provided 1.8 billion. So another 3 billion deficiency for the year. Yun po yung explanation, Madam Chair.
Yun, Madam Chair, nag-a-average ang mga class size ng 40, 50, 60, tapos walang upuan. Madam Chair, dapat seryosohin natin ito, no? Bigyan natin ng atensyon yung tumitinding education crisis. Kailangan po tugunan ng gobyerno yung kakulangan sa pasilidad, yung classrooms, yung kagamitan, yung mga guro na lubos na naapektuhan dito sa kalidad ng edukasyon para po talagang makausad tayo, Madam Chair. And my question is, meron po kayong 150 million confidential fund sa DepEd. Para po saan ito? Kasi I believe yung Office of the Vice President, meron na siyang 500 million confidential fund na nakalagay. And ito, 150 million. And in the 2021 and 2022 wala pong ganito.
Yes, thank you. The Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education are two separate entities. They are two separate departments of the government, and they have separate mandates as well. As explained earlier, number one, the success of a project, activity, or program really depends upon very good intelligence and surveillance, because you want to target specific issues and challenges. And because these specific issues and challenges are all illegal, like say, for example, as previously mentioned, sexual grooming of learners, recruitment in terrorism and violent extremism, drug use of DepEd personnel, these are not laid out for our regular personnel to see. That is why we need the help of the security cluster and the security sector to address these issues and challenges to basic education. And as I said, basic education has a direct link to the national security of our country. We are truly interested in the quality of education of our learners.
To our members,
Yes, Madam Chair.
sana po makinig tayo sa mga sagot to avoid repeating of questions. Rep. Rosas.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, kulang tayo sa classrooms, kulang tayo sa upuan, kulang tayo sa textbook learning. So, Madam Chair, tapos maglalagay tayo ng confidential funds. Hindi naman natin ma-account, Madam Chair. Sana man lang, Madam Chair, itong mga usapin na ito, no, mailagay na lang yung mga pondo sa mga dapat nilang kalagyan, Madam Chair. And my last question, Madam Chair, kasi ito is a VAUSI, no? We're talking about the violence against women and children sa mga paaralan. Mismong mga guro yung nambibiktima sa mga estudyante. Ano yung policy and guideline ng DepEd hinggil dito? At paano po ang implementation dito sa mga schools? Ano yung ginagawa ng DepEd sa mga child predators na nasa school administration? Alam niyo po kasi bahagi po ito ng pinasa nating batas, no, sa Safe Spaces Law. Mahalaga po, naririnig ko po yung sa sexual grooming kanina, no, pero ano exactly yung programa ng DepEd dito?
Madam Secretary.
Yes, thank you. We will call our USEC for field operations, USEC Revsi Escobedo, who handles the Child Protection Unit of the Department of Education.
Yusek Escobedo, you're recognized. Who is joining us via Zoom? Yusek, do you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair. We have Child Protection Unit in place at the Department of Education, and we are currently strengthening the child protection committees at the school level. And we are also strengthening and expanding the function of the child protection units along regional and division level. So right now, there are cases filed against those perpetrators who infuse violence against our learners. And we have several cases of child abuse filed by our lawyers. And in fact, the last Monday, we served a formal charge with preventive suspension against a teacher who abused her learners inside the school. So we will furnish the committee about the reports and ongoing programs of the Child Protection Unit of the Department of Education, Madam Chair.
Rep. Brosas.
Madam Chair, bakit napakalaki ng pagbaba ng Child Protection Program ng DepEd mula 26.72 billion ngayong 2022 patungong 4.74 lang billion sa 2023? Ito po kasi yung tingin namin programa na magsisiguro para sa mga batang biktima ng sexual harassment and abuse. Paki-explain po ito.
Yes, we'd like to call Yusek Sevilla of the Finance Strand.
Yusek Sevilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We do not have a budget line item for Child Protection Unit. It's actually charged in our regular MOE. Kaya hindi po namin alam kung saan galing yung figure na in billions na nabanggit po ng ating Honorable Congresswoman.
Rep. Brosas.
Yes, Madam Chair. So wala kayong child protection program sa DepEd dati worth 26.72 billion?
We don't have that much amount po na in billions. Actually, yung Child Protection Unit is an ad hoc program and office na ginagawa po sa central office and then kinakascade sa mga regional offices. And we are using our regular MOE for this. Meron po kami proposal. Actually, noong pong last year, 26.7 million. Baka ito po yun, but it's in million. 26.7 million nasa learners' resilience and well-being. But this is actually from the regular MOE. And ngayon pong taon na to, 4.7 million ang naibigay po sa NEP.
Kindly wind up, Rep.
Pardon, Madam
Brosas.
Chair, tama pala, million. 26.72 million. Tama? So yun,
We
tapos
confirm.
ngayon, meron po kayong request for
Yusek Sevilla.
Yes, Madam Chair. The request is also to maintain the 2022 26.7 million. However, in our deliberation in the Department of Budget and Management, we were asked to reprioritize. Ibig sabihin, ano ang gusto ninyo na maunang ma-restore? Siyempre, nahuli po itong Child Protection Unit because we can use some of our MOE regular funds. Pero syempre kung ma-restore po siya sa 26.7 million, mas maganda po. But due to the prioritization or ranking of the program asked by the DBM, hindi po ito nasama sa mga prioritized programs.
Your time is up, Rep. Brosas.
Madam Chair, hihingi na lang ako ng mga programs, no? Kasi yun yung specific na tanong ko eh. Ano yung mga programs? Kung isa po ito sa CPU, sa budget, ano pa yung iba pa? Yun na lang, Madam Chair, maraming salamat.
Kindly take note of the data requests of Rep. Brosas.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Now,